The Middle East is a powder keg. Radical Islamic regimes are always looking for an opportunity to strike at America and our allies. Now, a new threat is emerging: the Houthi rebels in Yemen. They are launching increasingly brazen attacks, firing missiles into the Red Sea and disrupting vital shipping lanes. Make no mistake, these are not isolated incidents. This is a coordinated campaign, fueled by Iranian weapons and ambition. Just this week, the Houthis claimed to possess hypersonic missiles. These weapons, capable of traveling at 5 times the speed of sound, could change the balance of power in the region. Imagine the damage they could inflict. Our enemies, emboldened by Biden's weakness, are testing the limits of American resolve. This is not just a problem for the Middle East, it is a direct threat to American interests. The Houthis have vowed to disrupt global trade, and their attacks on oil tankers could send shockwaves through the global economy. We cannot afford to sit idly by while Iran and its proxies hold the world hostage. The time for empty words is over. America must stand strong against this growing threat. We must make it clear to Iran and its terrorist allies that there will be consequences for their aggression. The recent Houthi claim of possessing hypersonic missiles has sent shockwaves through the media. Headlines scream about the terrifying new threat, but are these claims credible? Our intelligence agencies are skeptical, and for good reason. Developing hypersonic technology requires immense resources and expertise, something the Houthis simply don't possess. So what's really going on here? It's a classic case of disinformation. The Houthis, backed by their Iranian sponsors, are trying to project an image of strength. They want to sow fear and uncertainty. Their goal is to deter the United States and our allies from taking decisive action. Don't be fooled by this charade. The Houthis are a ragtag militia, armed and funded by a foreign power. They are a symptom of a much larger problem: the Iranian regime's relentless quest for regional dominance. We must not allow ourselves to be distracted by their propaganda. The focus must remain on Iran, the true puppet master behind this chaos. They are the ones providing the weapons, the training, and the funding to fuel the conflict in Yemen. Until we address the root cause of the problem, the violence will continue. The Iranian regime is a cancer on the Middle East. They are the world's leading state sponsor of terrorism, funding and arming terrorist groups like Hezbollah and Hamas. Now, they have set their sights on Yemen, using the Houthi rebels as pawns in their game of regional chess. Iran's goal is clear: to establish a Shiite crescent of influence stretching from Tehran to the Mediterranean Sea. They want to control vital shipping lanes like the Strait of Hormuz and threaten our allies like Israel and Saudi Arabia. The Houthis are a key part of this strategy, providing Iran with a foothold on the Arabian Peninsula. The Obama administration's disastrous nuclear deal emboldened the Iranian regime, flooding them with cash that they used to fund their terrorist activities. The Biden administration's attempts to revive this deal are nothing short of madness. We cannot repeat the mistakes of the past. America must take a firm stance against Iran. We must impose crippling sanctions, strengthen our military presence in the region, and work with our allies to counter Iranian influence. The fate of the Middle East, and indeed the world, hangs in the balance. For too long, America has pursued a policy of appeasement in the Middle East. We have tried to reason with terrorists, negotiated with dictators, and turned a blind eye to Iranian aggression. This approach has been a catastrophic failure. It has only emboldened our enemies and made the world a more dangerous place. The Biden administration seems determined to continue down this path of weakness. They are desperate to revive the Iran nuclear deal, even though it would give the Iranian regime billions of dollars that they would use to fund terrorism. They are withdrawing American troops from the region, creating a vacuum that Iran and its proxies are all too happy to fill. This is not just naive, it is dangerous. The longer we wait to confront the Iranian threat, the stronger they will become. We are already seeing the consequences of inaction in Yemen, where the Houthis are growing bolder by the day. America cannot afford to be the world's policeman, but we cannot retreat from the world stage either. We must lead from a position of strength. We must make it clear to our enemies that there will be a swift and decisive response to any attack on America or our interests.